Welcome to Baker Makes It. My name is Zach Baker. In this video, we are building a unique addition to my vintage camper. We're in a 1972 Holiday Rambler that I've been restoring for about 5 years, and we're building the inside out at this point. We're trying to go camping in a few weeks, and there's a lot left to do. But one of the unique touches that was in this camper was an 8-track player. And my wife and I purchased this camper, we plugged it in, and we listened to some 8-tracks out here that were sitting in the camper. And it was just a cool memory for us. We never knew we were going to take this whole thing apart at that time. We thought we were just going to remodel it maybe a little bit and use it. But here we are. We gutted the whole thing. Check out some of the things that we've done to get us here today. It's been a long process. Stripped paint, built a new frame, had the body off the frame, just did all kinds of crazy stuff inside and out, and we're almost ready to camp in this thing. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to convert this old 8-track player that was original to the camper and make it Bluetooth. So I've built this setup up here that's just a basic wooden front here, and we have this old kind of retro looking Marshall Bluetooth speaker. This is just a portable Bluetooth speaker, and I made a hook for it back here that holds it up. And so I want to show you guys how I converted this to be Bluetooth, so that we'll be able to listen to 8-tracks or just play from our phone. So when I set out to make this happen, I knew there were a handful of things that I had to figure out. How do I get this to transmit over Bluetooth to a speaker? How do I figure out what's what as far as the wires on here? And then how do I tie in all of that with the speaker in a way that makes sense and is reliable? So the first challenge on how to transmit the Bluetooth ended up not being that difficult. I found this little Bluetooth receiver transmitter. You can have it do either, and it has a headphone input. So I thought, okay, I can deal with that. So now we need to get from these wires to a headphone input. So I started looking at these wires. We've got a red, a black, a green, and a gray. And I thought, okay, well, red and black, that's probably power and ground. And then these green and gray are slightly smaller. I think those are probably our speaker outputs. But on a more modern speaker setup, you're going to have a positive and negative on every speaker. So I had to do a little looking around, and I found out that on some of these older systems, the ground was a common ground, meaning that the ground that's powering this entire 8-track is going to be the same ground for the speakers, so they all get tied together. So I found this headphone adapter that has an input, or you can just put the wires directly into it with screw terminals. The other end is just a basic, see if I can get the camera to focus here. It's not going to do it, but it's just it's like an aux cable that has 3 different zones on it. And so what this is going to be is our left, our right, and our ground. So we're getting somewhere. This is going to connect to the radio. That's going to go to the input on this Bluetooth transmitter. Now the only thing left is we have to power this. So I found this little transformer. It goes from 12 volt to a USB-C at 5 volt, which is a standard. So we plug this into the power in the camper, we plug it into this, and now we have juice. And then additionally, I went and got a second one of these so that I can charge the Bluetooth speaker at the same time. So I think this is gonna work. Let's hook this all up, and then we'll put it in and we'll give it a test run. Okay, I think this is all wired up. I've got separate power and grounds for each USB charger and the 8-track player. The reason I did that is I have a small fuse block back behind the cabinet here, and I will put each of these on their own fuse, so if something goes wrong, I'll be able to tell right away which device it is. I'm not really going to be able to show you this next part, but we're going to stick it back up in there. I'm going to climb up behind the refrigerator cabinet, and I'm going to get all these attached, and then we'll give it a test. Okay, it's wired up, the fuses are in. I powered this thing on and the Bluetooth connected to the speaker successfully. Now I believe the way this works is that the 8-track player is off until an actual 8-track goes in. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in and we'll see what happens here. We got some Neil Diamond. This is one of the things that my wife and I listened to back in the day. Come on. Come on. We've got a light on the 8-track player, so that's a good sign. Uh-oh. So I had an issue with this thing when I was doing a little testing where it was getting stuck on a track, and if I hit the button, it was one of the internal mechanisms was having a problem. So, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to take this 8-track player and play around with the insides a little bit. That's a bummer because it was working before. We'll see. All right, we got it now. This thing's playing. I had to stick a pencil in there and push a little, anyway, it doesn't matter, but there's a little thing I now know I have to push and it gets it going. That's pretty awesome. So I'm having an issue with the track select button, and that's what's causing this. I thought I had this fixed. There's a mechanism in there that moves up and down on the tracks, and that is what's causing the issue here. So I can stick a pencil in and push on it, and then it resets. But if I try to manually adjust the tracks, it stops playing. So I probably will take it apart at some point, but proof of concept, I think this works. It's a little rough sounding, but it's that classic 8-track quality. All right, so we're gonna turn that off, pull that out. It does look like this is powering on and off automatically. Our Bluetooth speaker is charging, so that's great. So just like that, we're able to take this original 8-track player and fire it up, and now it is Bluetooth capable. Really excited about that. I'm gonna be putting a little plaque up here talking about the renovation and when it happened. And then I think I'm probably gonna do a picture here of my wife and I sitting in this thing back when we were listening to this 8-track player. This is just an 8-track storage container, which is fine. It doesn't look super nice. So we're gonna make a custom frame that sits in here that's on hinges and a magnet. We'll be able to still get this in and out, but we'll have that picture to remember the very first time we listened to the 8-track player. With all that, thanks for watching. The next video is going to continue the build out on the inside of this thing. If you haven't yet, subscribe to Baker Makes It. We'll see you on the next one.